Who made a motion on one? Also has like a, yes, yes.
I'm trying.
I call in meeting to order at 7:01. We stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
6:31. Oh, 9:31. It's 9:31. We were just missing Josh.
It's no, I know.
I'm high.
9:31.
Form is 931 of 1,000. Josh notified us ahead of time that he would not be here tonight. We do have an addition to the adjustment. It's going to be a field trip request.
You mean an addition to the agenda?
Yes.
That was just funny.
It's been long. There is an addition to the agenda. How about that? Field trip request. And that'll be action item E. And it is, the field trip request has been added to the packet. It's the last piece of paper in the packet. Sorry for the short notice, but a very worthwhile thing. And Matt will be here by 7:30. Next is approved minutes of October 16th, 2025.
So moved.
That was. She's been moved and seconded. Any questions, comments, or corrections? Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Abstention? An abstention.
$89, 42.
Is that 889?
Yeah. 42.
Motion passes 889 to 0 to 42. Next up is board chair report. I don't have one tonight. It's actually called Danny forgot to do one. So we'll move on to the superintendent's report.
I will gladly take Danny's minutes because I might have the longest report I've ever done for real. I know.
Never long enough.
Buckle up, baby. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. This is, I just wanted to talk about a few things tonight. And the first one is, I had the incredible pleasure of spending almost an hour with the student council of the high school yesterday. And I just wanted to tell you some of the things that these kids had to say about Madomic, because they are super important. And I think that they, in a lot of ways, align with our first goal, which is to improve the working relationships between the board and the board's working relationship with administrators. But it's indirect because you're getting feedback about the schools from the students through me, right? So I want you to hear what the kids had to say. They love the salad bar. Critically important, I would have to agree. They like the options for the food. They love the fact that the school gives students food on Fridays to take home. They love the food pantry and the clothing closet. They love their new clubs, including volleyball, debate, and guitar, which I can't wait to participate in the guitar club. It's nice. If we could get a ski club, I'd be hitting on all 4 cylinders. They love that their teachers are involved with them, that they care about them, that their teachers understand them. they said repeatedly that their teachers are caring and that they love the MCST and that we have that for them. They said that they love that the colleges come and visit in the cafeteria. They love their coaches and the fact that sports are valued, but not just sports, all of their activities. And like the big play that's coming up, Greece, which I hope you'll all go to. I'll be there next Friday night because we have to go to Greeley on this Friday night to see the football team. They like the hot chocolate in the morning. Pretty fun. I haven't tried that yet. I gotta go try that. I can see that Julia likes the hot chocolate. The cafeteria rules. They love it. They love their janitors, particularly Mr. Is it Jensen, Julia? Yeah, and Joy, which is a very appropriate name for Joy. They love the fact that they have resources for help, particularly with mental health, and that they appreciate the support when they need a hand from people. And they love the rep program, which means that they have 45 minutes in the morning where they can go and see different teachers for help with school. And they said that's really important to them. And I'm really sad Linda couldn't make it tonight because she has parent-teacher conferences, but I'll tell her about this. They said that the transition from middle school to high school was fantastic, that process worked for them. And they love that the 8th graders have the first day of school without other students so they can get acclimated before the next day. And they asked me not to change that. They would like us to fix their high school so that it looks the way that the teachers make it feel.
Totally agree.
Thank you.
Totally agree. After that tour, I can't believe that school is in the shambles it's in.
Thank you. We'll talk about that more later. And they said that they want volleyball stanchions so that the volleyball nets can be put into the floor of the gym. And then there was a debate about whether or not that was good for the floor of the gym. So I think that was kind of future conversation. They want to increase the respect for the teachers from the students. They don't feel like some students respect the teachers the way that they should be respected. They'd like their class schedules to be better, and I explained that we have a relationship with the the MCST that makes that complicated, right? Because the MCST runs on a by day schedule, and we have to follow that schedule. They understood that. They want more music and art. I swear to goodness, I swear I didn't plant that because we all know I want more music, but that's a separate. I was like, yes, right? So that was great to hear. They would like more electives, and this one really blew me away. They like home economics, where you learn how to deal with your checkbook. You learn how to cook, and you learn how to sew it. Some of them wanted to learn how to do cooking. And so it was really interesting because I wouldn't say that all students agree. I'm just giving you a smattering of what some kids said. Julia may agree with some things, but overall, these were things that kids brought up, right? I'm not saying that this is definitive or I had like 9,000 votes on one side and 200 on another. But overall, these are things that students said. I was very surprised. They'd like some more languages. They only have Spanish as an option. That's tricky because when you don't have enough enrollments in French, you may not be able to have a French teacher, but some kids would like French. One other language they've mentioned, which I thought was great, was German.
Yes.
It went so well that I have to go back because I couldn't get through everything that we wanted to talk about. But I have to tell you that in 25 years of meeting with kids, I've never had a better meeting with a group of kids in my entire career. They're awesome. And what's interesting is that you haven't seen my entry plan report yet, but everything that they said lined up exactly with what I've observed district-wide. So it's so interesting that they said, I didn't say, I just listened, but they said all the things that I've seen. It's very unusual, right? I was very inspired when I left this meeting. I thought, wow, these are pretty cool kids. Now they were either being polite or because my kids aren't polite when I'm a dorky dad, but they were pretty nice to me and they appreciated that I wanted to build a lightsaber at MCST because I still want to do that. And I'll go over and do that with the kids. That'd be pretty fun. But we had a great time and we talked a lot about things. So I just wanted you to know that I had a great time talking to them, and that it really lined up with what I've heard from a lot of people over a 6-month period. Thank you to the student council, and I can't wait to come back and talk some more. One thing we unanimously agreed on is that the cooks rule in the kitchen, and they have the best sayings in the world, like you can't make everyone happy, you're not tacos. And they put that on the board behind the food and they have the best. They're great, the cooks in the high school, and the kids notice that, right? That they make an effort to keep things upbeat and fun when you come to get lunch, and the food is really good. Julia, would you like to add anything? Did I kind of?
The basis, definitely a big thank you to all the cooks and everything. Like, if there's a holiday, they'll write how many days until the holiday or whatnot on the board. And even just like teachers at the end of lunch, they'll hand out like wipes like to clean your tables, and they'll be like, 2 more days till Friday. Like, I feel like it's just teachers do the best they can to keep things positive all the time, whether it's a Monday or it's Friday and the weekend's around the corner.
Was I right about the building? That you
Yeah.
like the building to be congruent with how it feels?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I think that's our message. We want a building that's congruent with how the staff makes the kids feel. It's a great talking point. Okay, so I've spent the better part of 3 weeks learning about roofing and seeds, the seed building, right? The building that houses the seed, the Madomic.
Seed bank.
Yeah,
The seed
practically
bank.
world famous seed building. And
Yeah.
I just want to
Well, famous, and look at it. Look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, so
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, so I did secure a potential way to purchase the roofing material, and I've been working with a lot of volunteers to try to figure out how to purchase the material to do the roof inexpensively and have volunteers do the work. Because one thing that I want the community to see when we come forward with this bond initiative to figure out what to do with the high school is that what we can do, we will do. Right? We're a New England community. We're going to rip that roof off. We're going to do the best we can to fix it. I'm scared to death when they rip the roof off that it's going to be really bad underneath, and then I'm going to have to figure out at the last minute how to move the seed ball. And if I have to, I will. Right? I've talked to my team. Karen and Brian are all in to help. Tim and Leah have been working really hard to figure this out. I can't thank them enough. And Tim Wood and Leah. I just want you to know that we're getting really close to getting this figured out, and we'll probably have it figured out by next Monday or Tuesday. And I expect to have something to go to the facilities committee at the next meeting and then go to the board that night. Okay? So I just want you all to know I'm working hard on it. If we can't fix it, we have to do something so that the students have a place to be, because I don't feel like that building is safe for them to be in there in the winter. It's just not, it's deteriorated too much. So I am working hard to fix it. And I can't tell you how thankful I am for all the people in this room who have helped for the kids to make it better. And Ryan is just like, I can't tell you how Ryan's energy changed when I said to him, we understand this is a problem, we're going to help you. Like, what that does for a teacher is incredible. And that guy does so much for these kids in the school. And so I just want everyone to know that Ryan really appreciates the support, and so does Linda and everyone at the high school. I just wanted everyone to know that last Friday, I was really grateful. I spent the majority of the day with Julia at Miller, and I observed the special ed programs with Ashley and Penelope. We had a great day. I learned a lot about our students and our community, and I just want you all to know it's pretty interesting how fast things can happen. One minute we were having a meeting in Julia's office, the next minute I was out behind the school looking for a kid that kind of decided to wander off. We found him quickly, and he was fine. But it just goes to show, like, it's not an easy job to raise these kids that need a hand. And I just wanted to thank Julia and her staff for the hard work that they do. They are wonderful. It was really great to spend the day there. I as a school leader, it's hard to spend a whole day there, but Julia asked me to, so I did. She's going to work that hard. We're all going to work that hard. And boy, we worked. It was a pretty crazy day. So I learned a lot, and I know Penelope and Ashley did as well, and we'll be talking about that moving forward. I've been working hard on analyzing our enrollments. We are having declining enrollments. I want you to know that as part of the budget process, the first thing that we'll talk about is the enrollments, because everything that we do is based on the kids. So we start with the students. What do they need? How many do we have? Where are they located? It's also important to recognize that one of our goals for this year was to talk about the reading program. Danielle and I have talked about the reading program, and we have purposely let that sit for a little bit while we figured out the high school facility and kind of got our feet underneath us. Now we need to get to work on that part of our goals for this year. So the board set a goal of figuring out what to do with the K-5 reading program or K-6 and figure out the process for how we're going to move forward with that. And I want you to know that will be part of our roundtable discussions coming up in the future, right? Because we all need to be on the same page with what we're going to do about literacy. In the same way that we're coming together to help the high school, I need to figure out a plan for literacy, because we may have bought a reading program and we may have adopted it in some places,
What?
but it's also just not consistently figured out yet. So all I'm saying is that we need to have some conversations and figure out a path forward. And then the third thing is that we have this goal of improving communication between the board and the administration, and we've been working on that weekly, but I want to make sure the public hears that we're just getting started. Right? So these meetings with 2 people with 1 administrator is the first step. I've been researching some creative other steps that I'll be in touch about later. But for the next couple of months, I'd like to keep going because there's 3 topics that we haven't covered. One is the reading program. And then the second is what are we going to do for the budget? And the third is, what are we going to do for the future? What is the future of Madomic Valley? What is the future of RSU 40? We have to talk about that. I've been here for a while and I noticed something really interesting recently, which is that we have probably one of the best mission statements that I have ever seen in a public school. And for 6 months, I've never had anyone use it. So in all the meetings that I've had, in every conversation I've had, I've never had anyone say to me, this is our mission and vision, and this is how we use it every day in the schools. I'm not criticizing anyone for that. I'm simply saying that we have a really nice document that's just a piece of paper. I'd like to know more about that document and how it was created, because it's really good. Like you have one of the best comprehensive plans I've ever seen, and you have some of the best. It's right on the front of your website. We're inspiring students to achieve lifelong success. Inspiring. Our mission is to graduate all students with the knowledge, skills, and understandings needed for success in the 21st century. And then the values are ensuring the safety and well-being of all students and staff. Just as an aside, we've got a little bit of work to do on the safety piece. I'm on it. I'll keep you posted later. Challenge students with a rigorous curriculum. So, Naomi, I was thinking of you in the policy committee in your question. Use a variety of approaches and activities to help students to learn. Assign schoolwork that is meaningful to students. Give regular feedback about what students need to improve. Provide students with extra help when they need it. Take responsibility to ensure all students learn. Help students to be self-confident, self-directed learners, and work with the community organizations to enrich student learning. I would suggest that we start collecting feedback from staff about whether or not these things are happening so that we know. But more importantly, what I want to do is make sure that the things that are happening, because a lot of this is happening, I want to celebrate it and put a light on it. Because it's really important that there's a lot of really positive things happening at RSU 40. And it's really important that, like, Melvin and I are walking through this building and it's not ADA compliant, and Melvin couldn't get where he needed to go sometimes. But doggone it, there's a lot of good stuff happening in that school too, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'll take the teachers over the building. You can build a building, you can't build a culture that quickly to get to the level that the culture is currently at. Right? You can build a culture, but it takes a long time. We have some really positive parts to our culture. The way that people work with kids in this district, I'll say it every time I'm asked to speak, it is amazing. And I don't take it for granted for 1 minute. So now I'm going to keep going. I'm almost done. Coach is going to be long. Football Friday at Greeley, 7 o'clock. It's the finals, baby. Who's going? We have an incredible event happening on Saturday at 11:30. Ava Collmore is in the New England Cross Country Championships in Vermont. It's pretty exciting. Sorry if I stole your thunder.
No, you're good.
And the last thing is that I just wanted to say that I had just one of those really great weeks. Leah, I was talking to Leah the other day about this roofing thing, and she said, there's a lot of information going home to people about, with the government shutdown and people not having adequate food, a lot of people are trying to do something, but it's not all housed in one place. So me, I'm like, oh, geez, that's a really good idea. I'm going to get right on that. So I came into the office, talked to Karen and Kayla, emailed the principal, started working on it. I don't know if y'all saw that document that I sent you today, but like there's 6 pages of things happening for kids. I mean, how much more positive press could a group of people get than to see how much is happening to try to help people have food? It's incredible. So if you haven't read it yet, and I'm saying this to the microphone, not all of you, please know that like that's not typical. It's incredible. And we're I talked to Karen Overlock and I said, like, so if somebody calls me or emails me and says, like, where's the best place to donate? What do I do? Because I don't know, like who does what. And she said, honestly, anybody who's working on this it's with the government not giving out the SNAP benefits, people are going to get hungry. And I'm just so grateful for how many people stepped up. So I just wanted to publicly say thank you. And that document was probably the second most inspiring thing that happened to me this week, in addition to talking to the kids. That was just fun. It's always fun. So that concludes my lengthy, the longest ever superintendent's report you'll ever get from me. But it's been a busy month, right? You've got a lot cooking in many, many different directions for this district. And people are stepping up left and right, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you.
Any questions, Tom? Okay, next up, business managers report.
Good evening, board. I wanted to speak about, and I'm hoping Brian's here. Hi, Brian. If you will speak about the applications that you submitted for me, so I don't have to. That would be
The
good.
revolving renovation
That would
loan
be wonderful.
applications? Sure.
Thanks.
David Wood. So we submitted a total of 5 revolving renovation loans to the state last Friday. As a reminder, revolving renovation loans, there is a pot of money that is set aside every year, which you can apply for. That amount of money changes from year to year. We don't know how big the pot is this year. The focus was on water quality, air quality, student safety, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we applied 3 applications at Godalming Valley High School: asbestos abatement, water quality, and ADA compliance. At Friendship Village School, we did air quality, and at Union Elementary School, we also did air quality. So those are the 5 applications that we have applied. We are allowed to get up to $2 million per project, up to $4 million per school. So for instance, they couldn't fund us at a full $2 million for all 3 of the projects at Godalming Valley High School. So this pot of money, 50% of it is automatically forgiven. So if we get a $6 million loan, 3 million of that is automatically forgiven. And then there are opportunities to have additional monies from the $3 million that would be remaining to have that additional monies forgiven as well. So we'll stay posted on that. We had pretty high hopes last year, and they were dashed rather significantly. But hopefully this year will be the time when we get bigger. So, any questions?
Thank
Thank you
you.
much.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. I also wanted to speak to, thanks to Brian and Sarah, working really hard to replace. Brian was down 6 custodians and 1 maintenance person, and I believe they now only have 2 vacancies.
2 custodians and maintenance.
So we're much better than we were this time last month. And the only other thing is I wanted to talk about is we have a software called Frontline. We've implemented it probably 3 years ago. We started with absence management, which is, so when somebody needed to be out, they could put they were going to be out, and that would alert substitutes in the area so they could sign up. And then from there, we put in time and attendance. So our hourly employees put in their time. And last, we have now put in Frontline Central. My employee Holly Linscott and Kayla Tessio worked on it. So it's 2025 and we're doing applications and paperwork online. It's absolutely amazing. Believe it or not, it's shocking. People don't have to come in and fill out papers in 2025, but that's pretty exciting. So, I really want to give them a big shout out, even though they're not here, for all their hard work. So Holly was actually somewhere shooting something and people were able to do their employee paperwork. So that was pretty exciting.
The shooting was not work related. Just to be clear.
So unless anyone has any questions of me, that's all I have for tonight.
Any questions for Karen? Okay, student representative.
Thank you, Danny. Start with soccer. Both teams are done. Boys got out in first playoffs and their final standing was 8-5-1. And coming from a student player, it was the ref's fault that they lost in their last game. While girls finished their season in the second round as they got a bye and their final standing was undefeated up until that game. Football, as we know, boys play tomorrow against the number 1 seed Greeley away at 7. Cross country, Ava Cullimore made it in the top 25 placing. So out of states, only 25 people placed, and she came in 21 out of the 25. So she'll be going to Vermont this weekend. And Greece MVHS had a Greece Day today where students and staff are able to come to school today dressed up like they're a character in the musical to build excitement for opening night tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions about dates or times or anything, I also have those.
Oh, please share them.
This tomorrow, Friday, is at 7 p.m. and Saturday will also be at 7 p.m. And then next Friday and Saturday is also 7 p.m. So both Friday and Saturdays are 7 p.m. And then this Sunday and next Sunday are at 2 p.m.
Matinees.
So it's not past your bedtime.
Yeah,
It's not past your bedtime.
that's right. I
Going on
can go to
Sunday.
matinee. Football.
Any questions for her? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's not really, I just want to, I went to the craft fair at the middle school last weekend and it was a great time. Well attended and great stuff. And the students who were helping out did a really nice job. And I have my matinee tickets for this Sunday if you'd like to join us, Melvin. So it's you stay awake
Well,
for
give
the
me a
whole
ticket
thing.
so I can
Yeah.
go. I'll reimburse you. That's hard for me.
Next up is reports from administrators. I know there's some reports are in the packet. Does any administrator have something they'd like to report out on? Okay,
Really, could I say something about a report?
yes.
I just wanted to thank Ian for comments that he made in his report to us regarding, integrating art and AI. And I loved the statement he said that he was impressing on students the importance of the craftsman versus the tool. And I just like, wow, thank you.
Well, we'll have some time tonight to talk about that during the roundtable session. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Next is audience with public. If you haven't already done so, please indicate your interest in speaking on the sign-in sheet. And I want to review a few rules to help ensure that the public comments process goes smoothly. I encourage speakers to review board policy BEDH, public participation in board meetings, and policy AC, non-discrimination, equal opportunity, and affirmative action. Copies of both policies are available near the sign-in sheet. We ask that speakers identify themselves by name and town of residence. Each speaker will be limited to 3 minutes for comments. Speakers are to address questions and comments to the chair. The board does not discriminate nor tolerate discrimination against students or employees on the basis of their membership in a protected class. Speakers who share comments contrary to this policy will not be permitted to continue. We will not permit profanity, shouting, or comments that disparage or attack individuals or groups. No complaints or allegations concerning any person employed by the district or against particular students will be allowed. Requests for information or concerns that require further research will be referred to the superintendent to be addressed at a later time. If you have handouts to share, please leave them on the table by the sign-in sheet. The chair has the authority to stop any speaker who violates board policy, these guidelines, or the privacy rights of others. Let me just get my time. And we have one person that's signed up to speak, John Blodgett.
Good evening. My name is John Blodgett. I'm resident of Waldenboro. I just got a few items I just wanted to talk about real quick in front of you. I've been watching your meetings. I want to thank you for doing the live stream videos. Pretty exciting life that I have. Sunday morning, I'll sit and watch the meetings and see how things are. I also want to compliment the board. The enthusiasm of the board in the last few months has been pretty exciting. From someone from the outside looking in, really appreciate it. And I hope you maintain that enthusiasm because our kids need it, our community needs it. I hope I'm not going to violate your rules here, Danny. I want to give a shout out to Brian Race. Tell you what, watching these meetings and listening to the things that he's doing,
John, just,
it's getting me tired. No, I'm complimenting him. He's doing a super job.
but I love that you're saying that, but the problem we have is if we allow good comments about
Okay.
employees, we have to allow negative comments. That's the part I hate about it.
That's not too bad. I got you. I was when we were reading the rules, I said, oh my God. I know there's been a lot of discussion about the bond and the loans and things like that. I would just recommend and hope that we start getting the word out to our communities. I would suggest and recommend that you as board members go talk to select boards, come into the meetings and talk to your respective select board. Just start greasing the skid, so to speak. So the last minute, we can get, without getting the word out to the community, right? Hey, next week it's gonna be a vote for a bond for $15 million or whatever it's gonna be. We got to start getting the word out now. And I can tell you, as far as Waldeboro goes, I've mentioned it a few times in a couple of select board meetings, just to get people thinking about it. So it's not a big surprise. So I highly, highly encourage you all, because we need to do something with these schools. And I couldn't agree more with what you're saying about the high school. I can remember when it was built, and it needs some work, and we need to maintain these schools. All I have. Sorry about that, Dan.
That's okay, John. Thank you. He was the only one that signed up. So next is, first action item, approve an overnight out-of-state field trip to the Madonna Valley High School Outdoor Club pursuant to policy IJOS.
So moved.
Second,
Who moved it?
No, so far away.
And who seconded it?
No.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions?
9:31.
9:30, motion passes 9:31 to 0. Next is, and I'll take these separately. Next up is for teacher nominations. First one is Paige Davis, teacher, Madomic Middle School.
Second,
Is that Tim?
yeah, Tim McLaughlin.
Tim-
Was Tim McLaughlin?
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? It's 9:31 to 0. Congratulations. And I apologize, I'm not sure how to pronounce. Josh, how do you pronounce?
She goes by Marielle.
Mariel Dowling, teacher, Madomic Middle School.
So moved. Second.
Sue?
No.
No. Who
That was
seconded?
disguising his voice.
Yeah.
No, he's got a cold.
Tim.
Noah has a cold, so
Oh,
he sounds
that's,
all husky.
that's why.
Um, It's been moved and seconded. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? 931-0. Congratulations. I don't know if either Paige or Ariel is here. Usually if you want to say something, you're more than welcome to, but you're not required to.
Well, thank you for approving me. I'm really excited to be working with the middle school because they've been really great and very kind. So.
Thank you.
Marielle is not with us this evening because of a prior commitment, but she says similar sentiments, and I hope you'll join us in being super excited.
Thank you. Approve donation. The next one is approve donation valued at over $1,000 from the Hannaford Help Schools program to Union Elementary School pursuant to policy KCD.
So moved.
Second.
Melvin and Rachel. It's been moved and seconded. Any questions? Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, unanimous, 931-0. Next is approved policies for second reading as recommended by the policy committee and pursuant to policy BG. Rick?
Make a motion that we approve for second reading policy JKAA and policy JKAA-R.
Second.
Is that Noah?
Yeah. Don't sound that different.
Yes, Noah, you sound that different, but you look the same.
Been moved and seconded. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? 931-0. Next is the field trip request that I mentioned earlier. It's in the last page of your packet.
And if you want the, language to get all the overnight, where the kiddo, or where the student is staying the night. Even though there was a mom, no. It's the
Yeah.
language for the action item.
Can I ask a question real quick? Because Matt is here. Matt?
Yeah.
Is the student now staying overnight the night before?
That's what it says.
Yeah, okay, all right, because at one point they weren't, so it
But the
went back. and
coaches
forth.
are not.
But the coaches are not, but let's just approve it as overnight to cover the approval. And this is so exciting that this kid, so but to be technical, I would recommend that where the student is staying over the night before, let's just cover all of our bases.
Overnight field trip request.
Yeah,
Just because I had it as an out of state, but not an overnight.
thank
Okay.
you.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Tim and Tim, that's an easy one.
You're in right order though.
Timothy Wood and Tim.
So it's been moved and seconded. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? As you. Still check on thing, you'll just notice the minute on the agenda. The agenda that was handed out in the agenda, that's online is incorrect.
Oh, did it not have Karen originally left off the board members administrative workshop?
Yeah, it doesn't have, neither the board packet that was handed out or the one online has the workshop listed on it.
The electronic version I have.
Yeah, the electronic, she updated it one day.
Yeah, the first one that was sent.
Yeah, and I had her updated Monday
The
afternoon.
one on the website, the thing on the website is not correct.
Okay.
So was that, let me look. So is that, I can't find it. Is that, is the workshop now or after?
It's number 7. Yep, it's now.
Can I just say something real quick before we go in? To John's point, I'm a representative from the town of Warren, and both myself and Randy this coming Wednesday are going to be going to the selectmen meeting to talk to the selectmen. And if we can pry the superintendent from his family, then maybe he'll make an appearance as well. But to your point, we're being proactive about that. That's all I have. Thanks, Danny.
Okay. So now we'll do the board member workshop, the round table. You have the list.
I do. Same partners as before. And then I will,
Hey, Betsy, you gonna put up with me?
yeah, we're gonna change up partners soon. But I wanted to go one full round with each set of partners and each administrator. So we stay in the same groups for the next meeting, and then we're gonna switch in December. So like we'll switch board partners so that board members are talking to different people.
Just a point of clarification, I've had 2 different partners.
Yes, because you had people absent. I'm sorry.
You're
So-
special, Rachel.
So you
You're
don't get
special.
first.
Josh.
We know you have big shock absorbers, so
Okay,
we mixed you up a little bit. I'm sorry.
so I'm solo.
No, I bet you have a partner. Let me, pull that up for you.
Because Josh was my partner last year.
Yes.
Did he know?
You just swear again, please?
No cookie.
Yep, you're on.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I don't know who won what anymore.
We have coffee and cookies too. You want to grab one now? Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, last time I had coffee.
Melvin, you go to the chair.
I can't get the cane.
You want me to put you down in the chair?
No. You got the chair?
I got the chair. Yeah, you want your cane next?
Oh, yeah. You know, I get special treatment, but I'm special. Too.
Well, you are special, that's it. Special one, I'm not quite so well. Special part. I was gonna push him down the chair.
There you go.
You're allowed to one off.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got Randy and Rachel over here. I'll be right here. All right. Aaron's fight is with Emily and Tim. Tim W. Emily or Tim W. or with Karen Pike. You're with Emily and Tim. Yeah. Ben and Rick are with Melanie.
Y'all with me?
You're gonna teach me about what? I know. And Melvin, Betsy, and Tim are together. Now, absence. You want to join Melvin and Betsy? And, that is,
Well,
I have a lot in common.
how are you? Good.
You can kind of use, I just want to double check, is this open to the public?
All board meetings are public unless it's an executive session. So you can hang out, listen. I know it's odd because they're all talking.
Is there a subject we're supposed to be talking about?
Just an update from them about the top of their department. Because these are the department heads, Danny. Sorry. Yeah, so just, hey, you know. Have fun.
But I find it
So, the biggest question I'm working on is,
Yeah.
Why would you go
and then the second part of our we have Saturday program that is from professional development and second on that. I got teachers special development last year, so tomorrow.
So.
Well, actually,
I would be one.
Yeah, so this one is interesting. I only, everybody's starting in the cafeteria for the new. And then, and I'll say like, most of the things that I see there. And then, the session, regular session, 3 hours. So then, yeah, yeah, so I think that, yeah. And you'll see that's actually down. Now that and so we make sure that she has wonderful, and then also look at all the Yep. Yeah.
That's what we see. Are you?
He went there for 3 years.
Okay, we're gonna switch groups. Here we go. It's so hard to stop as a teacher. You work so hard to get people to talk and be engaged, and so stopping you, like, it's hard for me. But I have to do it because we want to stay on a rough schedule. So Brian Race will be with Randy and Rachel M. Dakia will move to Tim W. and Emily. 55. Right there. Yeah. And Matt Lash is going to be with Ed and Rick. Penelope will move to Naomi and Leah. Ashley will be with Noah and Rachel. I'll be with Danny and Nicole. And Karen Pike will be with Melvin, Betsy, and Tim.
Yeah, we can make that work.
Maybe, I guess, I mean, I was thinking, I was using Sabbath once, but so I. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I never heard it either. You buy, I know, you buy and I think it's a supplement, Yeah, a lot of the two of them I know that, yeah, you have to go to a supplement. Oh, I show something like you and I know that I've never seen what I have here, but just I've got it. I don't want to talk to you about it, but this is why I'm just really excited about it. I think I told so I think. I'll start with like the actual format. So, you know, see what they like, what they don't So, another in the morning for, right, so they start earlier, they go start with a 1 hour step. They learn breakfast for every They're flying it. And then, library.
You just did. And that's
Yeah, most of them. I think I got it. Well, you might have high level. I've been trying this week. I've been trying This guy's, they're all on the network. I know. Oh, when people just get up there and fix that, well, those two can't be. Right.
No, they're pretty solid.
They're not, yeah, I forgot, those are
They're all that was the second year.
I had. Some fast passing. Yeah. I was looking at we watched it. And then we come together. And so if we do that, do something. And then RSU, Oh, I see. So then we So I don't know. Yeah.
Basketball, basketball.
I don't think it's not like friendship or
Okay, everyone. Danielle is going to Ben and Rick. I will join Naomi and Leah. Aaron Pike is going to Noah and Rachel. Aaron Pike is going to Noah and Rachel. Matt Lash with Danny and Nicole. There you go, buddy. And to come out over here to go.
Yeah, I think we
Does not do human things. And understanding multiple points of view. That's not just it's here. There is a lot of water.
Yeah,
That's right.
Here we go. Backlash. Penalties with Ben and Rick. Ryan Grace, Noah and Rachel. Matt's penalties. Yep, penalties. Right over here. Ashley, you're with the trio.
Yeah. Oh, God. I know, and then
All right, everyone.
Hey, guys.
Dr. Martin, if you want to wait until the, go into the executive session. Because I just need somebody to shut off.
Yeah.
I know I got a best.
I like if you got a Reese's peanut butter.
I don't know what came from.
Maybe from,
Sarah?
Beloved Sarah.
I figured it probably,
Yeah.
Sarah likes to feed me. So Danny, you said I can go, right? Is there anything I have to do?
No, we just need to write.
This has to go with you.
That's the time, so.
I think they have to keep record in that case it's ever asked.
And we have it like a little Washington General meeting to chat with.
Oh, boy.
Invite people over and talk about their details.
You wanna have-
Okay, the next committee meetings, learning committee is November 13th, 5 p.m. at central office. Finances, excuse me, November 20th, 4:30 p.m. central office. The next facilities meeting is November 20th, 5:30 p.m. central office. Next board meeting is November 20th, 7 p.m. at central office. Next Region 8 board meeting is November 19th, 6 p.m. at Midco School of Technology. And next is executive session 1 MRS 405 6A employment matter.
Danny, the next learning committee is not at central office.
Where is it?
Warren.
Warren?
Okay, thank you.
Someone remind me.
And the
Tech guy does a really.
You're set to go.
You probably go
Okay.
outside.
It's 9:31. We are out of executive session. If I can have a motion to, because we're past our deadline of 9:30,
So
need a motion to extend until we're done.
Make a motion to extend to
So
it.
Second.
Emily, Melvin. So motion to extend until we're done. All in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? So it is unanimous 9-0. Can I, it's 9:31, can I have a motion to go into executive session? Oops.
I'm already.
One
MRS
Yeah, one
405.
MRS 456A employment.
So moved.
Rick,
Second.
I'll just put Rick in town.
Shut us down again.
Thank
Well, no,
you.
yeah, did we vote? Online? No. Like I have that.
We're back on.
Yeah, we're hot, David.
Okay, it's 10:31. We are out of executive session. There is no action as a result of the executive session. It's 10:31. We are adjourned.
This is actually really good. I just finished.
Sure. I just finished that out with
It's
the.
been. I had nothing better.
You are not ever gonna get that. Remember when I told my husband that I didn't need to eat?
Sure. Well, was you gonna ride? Yeah, yeah, and Danny's going home tonight.
That's my better judgment.
But to take me?
His wife. No, I know.